Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Mr. B and today I've got a great casserole to share with y'all. We're going to be doing potato casserole, something I've done for a very long time. It's delicious. It's amazing in its simplicity. It's a great accompaniment with any meat dish, particularly beef. So anytime you think meat and potatoes, this is the casserole for you. Okay, for your potato casserole, you're going to need some potatoes, around, I don't know, 3 to 4 pounds. Using a Yukon Gold today. You could also use a Russet. I would stay away from the small red ones because that's just too much work. In addition to that, you're going to need 1 medium onion, which we are going to finely dice. You will need 1 can of cream of shroom, 1 can of cheddar cheese, and some Holland House white cooking wine. So let's talk about that for a minute before everybody starts poo-pooing on the use of the cooking wine. Look, I hear you. I don't keep this stuff in my pantry either. But for this casserole, you have to have it. I have tried this casserole with Chardonnay. I've tried it with Riesling. I've tried it, hell, with Sauvignon Blanc. It does not work. In addition to you having to need the cooking wine, it has to be Holland House cooking wine. For whatever reason, that's the taste that you're going to be going for. So my apologies in advance, but it's well worth it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wash and peel and slice the potatoes, dice the onions, and then we will mix up the soup and the wine mixture, and we'll start putting this all together. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I've gotten the potatoes peeled here, and a little pro tip: when you peel the potatoes, put them in a water bath. It'll buy you some time. It'll keep the potatoes from getting, brown and starting to oxidize, and helps you to begin to kind of wash and get some of the starch off and that type of stuff. This way you're not rushing to get the potatoes broken down and processed before the brown sets in. So a little pro tip there. We're going to get these sliced up now, and I'll be back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I wanted to show you, I've got these coined down pretty thinly. It's important to keep them as uniform as possible so they'll cook about the same time. Now you could use a mandolin for this. I have a personal phobia with mandolins. If you do use a mandolin, be careful. Use the guard. I don't care how proficient in the kitchen you are, because you can get cut up quick and bad. Okay, and over here I have finely diced an onion. So I'm just going to take this and sprinkle it over. Now you could layer this if you wanted to get, more along the lines of kind of a French potato, sort of a gratin. That's something we'll probably do in the future. A little bit more of a classical kind of application for this. You can do that. But y'all, this is a damn casserole, so this is the way we're going to do it, and it will work out just fine, trust me. I think that's enough onion. I've got a little left, but that should suffice. So I'm going to mix up the liquid part of this, and we'll get it put together. Okay, kids, we have got the cheddar cheese soup and the cream of mushroom soup together. I'm going to take one of these soup cans, and we're going to pour some of this cooking wine into that. Add that in. And then I'm going to take my whisk, mix it together, and get it all incorporated really good, and then we'll be pouring it over on top of the casserole. Okay, so I've incorporated the liquid, the two soups, the wine pretty good. Here we're going to pour this evenly over the casserole. Don't sweat it too much. It's going to get down in there. Alright, I'm going to just give it some wiggles. kind of, let's see what we got here. Kind of maybe smooth it around a little bit. It's going to get down into the nook and crannies of all those potatoes, all that deliciousness as this goes down. So yeah. So now, could you add cheese to this? Sure. And I've done that before, and it's good. We typically don't, just as a matter of habit. I believe Mom used to, until the advent of cheddar cheese, soup or sauce that Campbell's puts out. And that kind of takes care of that. But yes, you could. You could add a Gruyere to this. It would be good. A very sharp cheddar would be delicious. Hell, you could put some bacon on top of this and it'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Another great thing about this casserole is, I mean, I'm several hours out before I even really need to put this in the oven. And you can mix this together, put some foil on it, set it in the fridge, take it out for about 15 minutes before you want to put it in the oven so it can kind of start coming up to temperature, and you're good to go. So we will be coming back when we're ready to throw this thing in the oven, and then we will finish up with a wonderfully delicious, bubbly, potato, cheesy, mushroomy casserole. Okay, so I pulled this out of the refrigerator. It's been out for about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Anytime you do something in advance and put it in the refrigerator prior to cooking, bring it out, let it come, getting closer to room temperature as it can before putting it in the oven. Otherwise, you're going to have to add on some cook time if you're putting it in the oven cold. If you're doing a dinner party, put this in about 30 minutes before your guests are supposed to arrive. By the time they arrive, the smell in the house will be incredible. Trust me. So we're going to get this in the oven. You're going to bake uncovered at 350 for at least an hour. Check it. Might need to go longer, but at least an hour. It will depend on the potatoes that you're using. So hour and a half typically will get you where you want to be, and we will check back in when this is all delicious and bubbly. Wanted to show you guys that. Look at it. Look at it. It's delicious. Let me show you. You can just kind of see what we're talking about there. Too hot to taste, but I'm going to have to leave it at this. So you guys need to give this a shot. I'm telling you. You will not be mad about it. Alright everybody, there you have it. Potato casserole. I hope you enjoyed it. It's delicious and I hope you try it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Got a lot of things coming up for this summer. Tomorrow we're heading back to Atlanta. I'll be cooking again from the loft in my beautiful and beloved Midtown Atlanta. We'll see you soon. Cheers.